Transfiguration for Mass.
Hallelujah. This is my beloved Son, with whom I am well pleased. Listen to him. Hallelujah.
Reading from the Holy Gospel according to St. Matthew.
Glory to you, Lord.
After 6 days, Jesus took Peter, James, and John, his brother, and he led them up this mountain by themselves. And he was transfigured before them. His face shone like the sun. His clothes became white as light. And behold, Moses and Elijah appeared to them, conversing with him. Then Peter said to Jesus in reply, "Lord, it is good that we are here. If you wish, I will make 3 tents here, one for you, one for Moses, and one for Elijah." While he was still speaking, behold, a bright cloud cast a shadow over them. Then from the cloud came a voice that said, "This is my beloved Son, with whom I am well pleased. Listen to him." When the disciples heard this, they fell prostrate and were very much afraid. But Jesus came and touched them, saying, "Rise, and do not be afraid." When the disciples raised their eyes, they saw no one else but Jesus alone. As they were coming down from this mountain, Jesus charged them, "Do not tell the vision to anyone until the Son of Man has been raised from the dead." The Gospel of the Lord.
Praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ.
Bishop Kemi, for this opportunity to preach to you all in this very holy place, if not one of the most holiest places in the world. Listening to Amir talk along with our tour guide and hearing some of all of you, I think one thing that all of us have in common in this holy place: we all have things on our mind. We all have particular intentions of who we're praying for. That when we left home, wherever home may be, we have things and people in the very front of our minds who we're praying about or praying for. But in doing so, these people who we're praying for are not on a winning streak. People who we're praying for are carrying some very heavy crosses in their lives. They're shrouded with doubt or grief, or they're probably in some kind of sinful situation that they may not get out of. Well, that's part of the mystery of the Transfiguration, where we can so easily get caught up in this mystery. But not to take any thunder out of Mr. Steve Ray, but what's fascinating to note is that this mystery of light, is always in the teeth of the cross. This is what I mean. The second Sunday of Lent, it is always the Transfiguration. The Sunday before is when Jesus combats the devil as an image of us, of the image of Lent. The Transfiguration is a teaser of the resurrection. The Feast of the Transfiguration itself isn't during the month of May, which everything is nice and wonderful. No, it was during one of the most hottest months of the year, that feast, the month of August. And even if you read in the gospel accounts, Jesus talks about either his passion prediction, the very first prediction of his account of his cross. And he says in Luke's gospel, whose feast day we celebrate today, unless you carry your cross daily, not once a week, not 3 times a week, but daily, you cannot be my disciple. Now, I don't know about you, but I feel very discouraged, hearing the Master to call us and call him at this beautiful Galilee, and all of a sudden, he's supposed to restore Israel, and this is what we get. Then he gives us the mystery of the Transfiguration. Not to take any thunder out of Steve, but all these angels around us, they're all pointing to the fact of Jesus' real presence. The incarnate presence, first of being the Christ child, and going throughout the Eucharist, the resurrection, Lamb of God. The mystery of the Transfiguration tells us very simply this: everything's going to be okay. They walk up that very high mountain, they're tired, they fall asleep. He appears before them, clothes dazzling white as light. And Moses and Elijah, and where they just see that glimpse, it's like, okay, it all makes sense. Old Testament, New Testament, coming together. He's rising on the 3rd day. We see a glimpse of his resurrection. So brothers and sisters, make no mistake. Discipleship will break your heart. But at the same token, discipleship transfigures your heart. That's why it's called a mystery of light. That's why we're able to just see. It's like, wow, Master, now I see. And as we place those intentions on this altar in this most holiest place, we pray for people that are carrying very heavy crosses, very difficult situations, and trust in Jesus' divine mercy radiant in this mountain, in this Eucharist, for our salvation and the salvation of the whole world.